All right, so continuing chapter 8, page 139. Um, we were talking about the tax auctions, and the right of redemption. So here's a slide that just gives the rundown again. So I'm not sure if I showed you this one yet or not, but let's continue off on this one. That the tax sale auction, what exactly happens at a tax auction? Um, what exactly are you getting at a tax auction? Well, when you go to a tax auction, you're not bidding on how much you're going to pay. You have to pay the full outstanding amount of taxes that are owed. What you're bidding on is the interest rate you're charging the property owner to pay you back if you're the investor at the tax auction. So anyway, the when taxes go unpaid for 6 months after the end of the year, the tax collector is required to schedule a tax auction. And that has to be posted in 5 places within the municipality and advertised in the newspapers for at least 4 weeks. Then um, so what does the winner at a tax auction get? Um, like I said,
Yep.
you're not bidding on the how much you're paying. You're bidding on the interest rate. So the that you're going to charge the property owner, and whoever bids lower wins. So the winner at the auction gets to pay the owner's full outstanding taxes, and the auction bidder must have all the money and is only bidding on the interest rate that they're charging that homeowner to pay them back. So if the bidder goes unchallenged, there's just one person that bid on there, they get the certificate at 18%, and then it goes down from there. So the winner then gets the tax lien certificate. New Jersey's a tax lien certificate state when it comes to tax auctions. So this would show the date, the amount, the interest rate, and the deadline by which that owner has to pay you back, which is 2 years. So the right of redemption is 2 years. When you go and you pay somebody's taxes at the auction, you don't own the property. You don't have any interest in that property unless they don't pay you back within that 2 year period. So don't go peeping through the windows or walking on the property. You get arrested for trespassing. Okay. So the right of redemption is the period which that homeowner has to pay you back, the investor back, all the money plus the interest and reasonable legal or filing fees. Once that 2 years is gone, that investor can foreclose on them. If the municipality purchases the certificate, they have 6 months to pay it back. They have to repay the outstanding taxes, interest, reasonable filing fees, legal costs, etc. So the investor, they can foreclose anytime within 20 years. I wouldn't wait 20 years. I'd get on foreclosing them right away because who's paying taxes in the meantime? And what are they doing to that property, right? That they know that they're losing. Um, and so they could foreclose on them anytime within 20 years and get that property free and clear of any liens or encumbrances. So that property, even if there was a first mortgage that was outstanding on it, it gets wiped out because what comes first in a lien repayment order? Taxes.
Access.
So if you're foreclosed on due to taxes, it wipes out all other liens. It doesn't work like a sheriff's sale does, where you don't pay your mortgage loan. You could still have other unpaid liens on there for mechanics liens or unpaid taxes, you know. So this is a better option if you're going to be attending auctions for investing in real estate. Um, all right, so taxes are first in that lien repayment order, and they wipe out all other liens. Like I said, two things certain in life: death and taxes. We're all going to die, and we all got to pay our taxes. And that's the same thing with the lien repayment order. That one goes first. Now, an in rem is a special court proceeding reserved only for municipalities to foreclose due to non-payment of taxes. If you're a investor and you got your money tied up for 2 years with this person, you can foreclose as if you're the municipality because you paid the taxes. They owe taxes. All right. Here's some resources if you guys are interested in investing at all in these tax lien certificates. Where are these auctions held? How are they held? Well, it depends on the municipality. Some municipalities, they hold it in a courtroom or in a library or in the courthouse's front steps, or uh, I don't know. Some of them hold it online. Um, you got to really check with each municipality. But here, I'm going to show you this link right here. If you click on this link, I gave you the direct link of where you need to go. So it goes to realauction.com/clients. But if we were just to go to realauction.com, you can see that this is a software company that just sells software for municipalities to manage the taxes and other types of things, right? So it's just a software company. That's all it is. But if you were to go to their clients section of their website here, and then go to not real foreclose, but real tax lien, look at that software that they have. And then we could filter out the clients here. We'll select New Jersey. And we're not going to put in a client name, which would be the name of the municipality. Although you could search for one particular one. You just hit submit. There are 267 municipalities in New Jersey that use the software from Real Auction. Now, we have over 500 municipalities in the state of New Jersey. So obviously they're not all using this software. So you would have to, if they're not on this list, you'd need to check contacting the tax office of your municipality that you want to find out about investing in the tax certificates, finding out how you could get on the list, where you could get that information from. Is it a website online, or do they just post it on their website? Do they give notifications by fax still? There's different ways that some of these municipalities do it, right? So as you can see, let's see, we're 9:15 right now. Look at this, 9:30. Aberdeen in Monmouth County is coming up. Allentown, Monmouth County is coming up. So Monmouth County's got a lot of, looks like Atlantic Highlands is coming up tomorrow. Look at that. If you want to invest in the Atlantic County one, so you go to their website here, you click on their website, it takes you to them, see Borough of Atlantic County. You have to register for the auction here for the website. And before you could go bid online, you need to usually put that money on file with that municipality. So you need to have a certified check you bring down there, you leave it with them for the amount that you know that you're going to bid on. So you can see there are bidding rules for each municipality and the results here. Little training, tax certificate process explanation shows you how it works. And here they got some other resources on theirs. Okay. So where are the auctions? It's currently offline. Okay. Otherwise, right here on this screen, it would give you the options to see. So this should probably be up sometime today again. They're probably editing and getting it ready for the auction tomorrow. Let's go to another page. Let's see. We had Aberdeen. Let's click on that one. Nope, they're not available yet right now either. Looks like all these ones that are coming up soon. It looks like could just be Real Auction is updating their software still. Click on some of these others. Okay, this one. Yeah, maybe it's the municipalities that are, because I clicked here on Bernards Township, and you start. That's where you register. You start. They give you a little information about it. Let's see. Click on it. Yeah, it gives you information about the tax auctions and how it works. So you don't need to ask me a million questions. You can just go here and you can see that. Then you register for the auction, so you have a login, and you could use that same login for many different municipalities. And then let's preview some of the items coming up for auction here in Bernards Township. Look at the very first one, $320. It says unavailable because they probably paid it. You probably jumped in there and paid it last minute. But let's see. The charge is for S. What is S? Well, we're not going to be able to see that. Well, we can with the next one. Next one is $321, and that's still up on the auction block. Society Hill Condo Association didn't pay their bill. The Condo Association didn't pay a bill. Oh my gosh. All right. For Society Hill.
These are all foreclosure houses. Whenever the auction is municipality, they do auction on only foreclosure houses.
Well, this is tax foreclosure, but
Yes,
this is
tax.
the tax auction. It's not foreclosure. You got to wait 2 years to foreclose.
Okay.
Okay. So this is just giving you the certificate that they have 2 years to pay you back plus interest, whatever the interest rate is. So apparently they didn't pay the sewer bill.
Mm.
So, but this is the HOA that didn't pay it. How is that going to work? What exactly do you get when the HOA does not pay the sewer bill? I have no idea. It's not like you could foreclose on the whole complex. They're condos. Each unit's a entity on its own. So I'm not sure exactly how that would work. All right, so let's see. Look at this one, $34.62 for T. Is that taxes that they failed to pay? Let's click on it and find out. They're not giving us an exact address here. They're giving us lot and block number. We'd have to look it up in tax records. Usually they give you that information. Right here, let's see. So maybe we could zoom in on it. Nope, we're just seeing the trees. Okay. Total charges, cost of sale, and property taxes. Wow. They were off on their property taxes by $19.62. And the cost of the sale, a charge, I guess, a recording fee of $15. So $34.62 they did not pay. And they've been getting notifications over it up to the point that it's going to be a tax auction. Imagine getting somebody's house because they failed to pay $34.62. You wait 2 years, they don't pay you back. You could foreclose on them for $34.62 and get that property free and clear.
Oh,
It's kind of crazy. Whereas look at the many properties over here, what, 10,000, 17,000. Let's see, what are we getting at this property? Oh, now we got an address. 118 South Finley Ave in Bernards. Taxes are 17,000. Let's see. Let's make sure that those are the charges. Yep. Property taxes, cost of sale, and sewer. Oh, and sewer. They're back 2,500. $17,000. They're behind. You'd be pretty sure somebody's not going to step up and pay that one. So you have a good possibility of actually getting this property. Let's see, were there any previous certificates? No previous tax sales. Let's take a look at the property. Let's zoom in on it. Wow, looks like a pretty big building over here.
This is a big building.
Yeah. Maybe somebody died. Nobody's paying the bills. I don't know. But if you want, you could bid on this property. You have to have $17,224.14 that you could pay and then have it tied up for the next 2 years. So even though this is registered to Hassan and Iman LLC, whatever that is, well, unless they pay their taxes and their sewer bill, you could go in there, bid it, pay it for them. They got 2 years to pay you back plus interest. If they don't, you can foreclose on them and you get the property for $17,224.14.
That's still good. What if
And that's
nobody
it.
pays the tax? What will happen?
Well, I'm sorry.
What if someone does not step up and pay the taxes? What will happen?
Then you can foreclose on them.
But how?
And you get the property for whatever you paid for their taxes.
Who can foreclose on them?
You.
Who can?
If you're the one that stepped up and you paid their taxes.
No, I said they don't step up. If nobody steps up, what will happen?
Somebody will, but just go to auction again.
Oh, okay.
It'll just go to auction again, but somebody will pay it. You got investors out there that
The,
they'll invest.
the auction is public. It's a public event. They go around
Yeah,
the meeting.
you just register right here. Now
Oh, yeah.
there are rules for this. You have to look at the bidding rules, what the bidding rules are, what the results, how the tax works, who could bid at these auctions. That's why it's important to read Start Here so that you could read.
I hear sometime from friends, oh, I bought the house that was on foreclosure. So that means might be they went to on this kind of link and they got the idea.
That's a different one.
Maybe. This is this is these are the auctions. These are the actual tax auctions. Every municipality in the United States has them. Across the entire country. This is at the municipal level too, not at the county level. Yeah.
And quick question, and
Yeah.
to go to the process to do the foreclosure, so you had to hire a lawyer, right? To
Yep.
do the foreclosure.
Unless you know how to do it yourself. Yeah. Yep.
The
So
lawyer
just
can help you, right?
Yep. Let's just say that a lawyer here, I'm going to share this link with everybody right now. Let's just say that a lawyer overcharges you and they charge you $5,000 to do a foreclosure. Okay. That one property was 17,000 plus another 5,000. What are you, 22,000? You're into it. How much you think you could sell a property with a house on it in a good area? I'm sure you'll be able to sell it for more than 100, maybe even more than 200,000,
Yeah.
right? Probably significantly more than that, especially in Bernards, you know. So is it worth it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, to have your money tied up. You're going to have that money tied up for 2 years though, because you got to wait 2 years for them not to pay you back. But then you have that opportunity of getting that. But I mean, let's just go there again to that Bernards. Let's look at all it's a bunch of properties here that are on the auction block. Okay. Yeah, go to a different municipality. Let's see. Bloomfield, Bordentown. Yeah, Bridgewater, Somerset County. Well, that's coming up in
Can we do
November.
Franklin Township in Somerset County?
Let's see, is it coming up? Oh, Clark is. Ooh, Clark and Union County is coming up. Oh, they just had it 3 days ago. Let's see, are there any properties still available? Oh, we can't see yet. What about the bidding results? No, it's not up there yet. All right. You said Franklin. Okay, so instead of scrolling through, they're in alphabetical order. You could scroll through them, but you could click on there and you can just look at Franklin, right? Franklin. See, there's a lot of municipalities with the name Franklin. Which one you said you were looking for?
The
Somerset?
one that says yes.
Okay, so 9-3. Okay, preview the items that they have for sale here. $121 to $8,000 to $19,000 to $160. Yeah, see, there's all kinds of price ranges here. The lower ones, people are more likely to pay you back and you get your money plus interest. But let's take a look at some of these other ones. This one's people owe $19,000. 5 Horseshoe Court. Property taxes. It's just unpaid taxes. Doesn't look like they paid any taxes this year. So let's take a look at this property. Let's see what do we got for sale here. Oh, looks like it's a pretty nice area, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Can we zoom in and see the actual house in there?
The red one, right?
It's this house right here. All right. Trees are a little bit in the way. You can pull it up on Google Maps and try to look at the address. 5 Horseshoe Court. Oh, it's
What?
Princeton. Princeton.
Oh, because it's in the township.
Wow. So if we go to Google Maps,
I think I know exactly where that's at.
and we can look up, what was it, 5 Horseshoe Court? 5, Horseshoe, yeah, Horseshoe Court, Princeton, New Jersey. We'll wait for that to come up. Yeah, 5 Horseshoe Court, Princeton. Come on. All right, that's the property right there. Let's go take a look at the street view.
Wow.
Yeah,
they
this
got
looks like a
nice
pretty richy neighborhood here. What do you think?
Yes.
I'm not sure if that's the house or if it's the one behind it here.
Yeah, the taxes probably can be higher too, right?
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
look at that driveway.
So nice.
Nice.
Quiet.
Or if it's this house, oof, look at that driveway.
Wow.
It's like a private road.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that's actually inside of a development.
All right, let's see. Can we read this?
I think it's like Princeton Pike Development or something.
Okay, that's 6 Horseshoe. Okay, so it is this property. That's 5. All right. So here we go. Can we get there? Can we read the mailbox? No, we can't, but this is it right here. But for 19,000 in taxes.
That's worth it.
Yeah, that looks like that would be the taxes for that area for that kind of house.
Yeah.
Mm.
You work
But how much you think the home is worth?
millions.
They're expensive.
I mean,
When you went back to the listing and it had W, what was the W for? Would that be water?
where total?
Where we originally
Was
looked
it
at
different
that.
property? Different property you're talking about?
Yeah,
Oh,
there is a
are you
see,
over
I was
here?
just-
Yeah,
yeah.
that could be water if it's municipal water bill. Let me see. Total charges, water. Yep.
Yeah.
If it's municipal only. Not if it's like coming from American Water, but if it's municipal water, then yeah, you could be foreclosed on for that if you don't pay your water bill.
How many notice you get before you
Well, they send you all these bills, but come at the end of the year, 6 months after the end of the year, you still didn't pay it, they schedule an auction.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. There. Look at this. This guy got 2 properties here. Apparently, he's not paying his something taxes on.
Oh, could we look at that property? I wonder if it's like
He could have died, or he could have just come on hard times. I don't know. But let's see. There's 2 properties here.
now rule.
It's taxes.
There's a house.
Canal
Maybe
Road,
farmland?
Princeton.
Question.
Yeah.
When they go to the auction, so you had to do the buy for the same amount, or you had to do higher than the amount they own?
No, you have to pay what's owed. You just
That's it.
you
That's
just
it.
pay what's owed. Okay.
You had-
Now, and then you bid on the interest rate, and if it goes down to 0, then and 2 people are still bidding on it, and they both bid to 0, then you could start bidding a premium and paying more. But if you actually get the property and end up foreclosing on it, well, then you don't get any of that back. Whatever premium that you paid, but the person that lost the auction would get it back. Yeah. So let's see this second property that this guy has.
Foreclosure houses are cheaper, right? Like price is good, right?
Well, this is not your typical foreclosure. This is taxes. Remember,
Yeah,
taxes.
Texas. Yeah, yeah. No, generally I'm just asking you.
Yeah. Yeah, generally. Yeah, they're cheaper.
Yeah.
But not for taxes though. Taxes,
Not.
anybody could fall behind on their taxes. As you're
Mhm.
seeing here, we got some homes in a pretty rich area. It's right by canal. Delaware Raritan Canal. This is pretty nice. I do motorcycle rides sometimes down here. We do these
Oh,
charity
wow.
down Canal Road. It's beautiful. You got the canal
And
on
it's
one
very
side.
narrow.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Mhm.
But it's nice when you're taking the motorcycle ride, down there. Taking in the nature, the water right there. It's nice. All right. Anyway, uh, so that's how we do those auctions. So let's not waste more time on that.
Right, right.
I shared the link with you there. If you guys are interested, you could go there, read up on the instructions, read up on the instructions on the site as far as who can who can bid, uh, what properties are available, what the process is, all that stuff. So start off with start here. You start reading through all this. What's required of me as a bidder? What is a tax lien? Where can I find more information? I'm not a citizen. Will I be able to participate in the sale? What equipment and software do I need? Just a web browser. Screening available for the auction. What is a batch? Okay, so there's all kinds of questions. How do I pay the deposit for the certificate money? Okay, so different ways, methods of payment. Different municipalities have different rules, so don't assume the rules are the same for every municipality. Okay,
Right.
so you got to go in it and you really got to go do your research there. Okay, so what is the redemption period for tax auctions, for tax lien certificate auctions? What's the redemption period for private parties?
2 years,
2 years. And if the government pays your taxes,
6 months.
6 months. So sometimes people ask us for tax advice, but we're not tax experts. So, but there are some things that we can help with. We should always refer queries to their accountants, their tax professionals, right? But both the federal and state government have exclusions from capital gains income tax on the profit of the sale of your primary residence. So, as long as you own your property at least 2 out of the last 5 years, single filers can get up to a $250,000 exclusion from profits, up to $250,000 on the sale of your primary residence. Married couples who file their taxes jointly, they qualify for up to a $500,000 capital gains tax exclusion. So basically, if you sell your property and you profit up to 500,000, you pay zero state or federal income tax on that profit. As long as you lived in that house 2 out of the last 5 years as your primary residence. So it's not for investment properties. This is only for your primary residence. Now, if the owner lived there less than 2 years, you still may qualify for an exemption if it is due to a hardship. And the IRS has several different reasons for hardships: job loss, transfer, health reasons, death, divorce, or multiple births. So let's do the highlights here on page 140. You do need to know this, it will be on exams. What is the capital gains tax exclusion for single filers or for married couples who file jointly?
Ratio of home sellers.
Okay.
Both. Good.
All right, now a little bit further down, just below this, we also have this to highlight. It's in that same paragraph, all the last two lines. First-time buyers may make penalty-free withdrawals from their individual retirement plans, like their IRA, if they're going to use that money for a down payment on their first home. So they could withdraw penalty-free up to $10,000 to purchase their first home. Now, it must be paid back with interest, but you're just paying it back to your own retirement plan. So it's not like you're losing the money. You're taking a loan against your retirement plan, basically. Okay.
1 minute. Let me write it
Make
down.
sure
Must
you
do this.
consult with your tax professionals about how to do this withdrawal, what paperwork needs to be filed, because if you just go take money out of the retirement plan and intend to use it, and you don't, there's a certain way that needs to be withdrawn. Otherwise, the person is going to get killed in early withdrawal fees and taxes and penalties. So there's a way. They have to fill out the paperwork, let them consult with their tax professional about how to do it. Everybody got this?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So that's the end of this chapter. Let's do the key terms to review. There is only one of them. So let's get started. Tax set according to value.
Ad valorem tax.
The ad valorem tax. That's what ad valorem means in Latin. It means according to value.
General real tax. General
Estimate
real
based
tax.
on probable sales price. So one was A. Now, estimate
Full value.
probable sales price. What did you say?
Full value. Full
Full-
value assessment.
Full value assessment. 5 is B. The value used for tax purposes.
Assess value.
The assessed value. 2 is C. Adjust for assessment variations.
Equalization factor.
The equalization factor. 4 is D. A list of all taxable properties in the municipality.
It's a role. Assessment role.
An assessment roll. 3 is E as in Edward. Time in which a foreclosed owner can regain property.
Redemption period. That's
The
what I said.
redemption period. 8 is F. Collection of overdue taxes through public auction of property.
Tax sale.
The tax sale. 13 is G. A taxable property.
Ratable.
It's a rateable. 7 is H. Reassessment of all municipalities' ratables.
It's a yeah.
Revaluation.
It's a revaluation.
Evaluation.
Is I. Tax only on property directly benefiting from an improvement.
That's a special assessment.
Special assessment. 10 is J. 1/1000th of a dollar or a tenth of a cent.
Mill.
A mill. 6 is K. Municipality's financial claim against real property.
Tax lien.
Tax lien. 12 is L. And seizing of property for unpaid taxes.
That's tax
foreclosure.
foreclosure.
Tax foreclosure. 11 is M. And that concludes chapter 8.
And the number 2, what was that?
Number 2 is C.
I see.
Mhm.